Joni's arms. What? My whole life has been a lie.
Ink ribbon.
So here you can see a little snippet from Metal Gear Solid. And here, even though it's a little bit of a crazy angle, we got a section of Lara's house in Tomb Raider. So, you know, I have to check Resident Evil. Now, the interesting thing about Resident Evil, while these games are fully 3D modeled and you can run around in the world, Resident Evil is mostly pre-rendered backgrounds, which, as most of you know, is just like an image that isn't actually rendered as 3D geometry. But there's something that I've always been obsessed with that I am so happy that this exists, because now I can finally get up close and personal with the little tiny 3D objects that are in the game that you're never supposed to see up close. But damn it, that's what we're doing today. So someone by the name, oh god, Skirist, I think, yeah. They made this sort of custom version of DuckStation, which is probably the best PS1 emulator that there is. And essentially what it allows you to do is to take 3D screenshots, which are exactly what they sound like. You can go into games and take a 3D screenshot. It will capture all of the geometry, and you can bring it in. It also has a free moving camera that goes around. So that's what we're doing today. Let's take a look at Resident Evil 2 and see what we can find. Now, I went through the game and I was capturing footage. I was trying to just take screenshots of any time there was 3D stuff that I want to get a closer look at. But just something to note, it crashes a lot. By the way, we also got like all the textures and stuff, so this is going to be very interesting to go through and look at, because there's interesting stuff that I've already seen that I'm like, what? But let's start with the OBJ files. So it saves that as an OBJ file, oops, and what you're going to do is drag it in, or you can just file import. The scale needs to be 0.01. For some reason, these models are gigantic in Blender. But you just import them at that size, and check this out. Turn on textures, and look at that. Sometimes there's weird anomalies that happen, like see this stuff going on, but like you can actually just delete stuff like that. So that's another thing. If you just want to make little dioramas of PS1 models, you can just take a screenshot of them, and there you go. Oh, it's so technology, I tell you. Okay, so that one's just zombies. I think I was just testing it. Alright, so here we got Kendo. For some reason, everything's always at an angle. So I go to the side view, and I rotate down, and then move everything up. Okay, here we go. We got some items. What is this? Oh, that's just the pivot point. Alright, let's take a look at Kendo. Let's see if there's anything worth mentioning. Okay, everything looks good. Alright, let's look at the handgun bullets. See, because, wait, what? Whoa, no way. Oh my god, how do I like, did you guys see what that said? Joni's arms. What? My whole life has been a lie. I mean, this is a bombshell. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, we're in it now. Let's go. What else is there? Okay, so this is from when the zombies break through the window. I wanted to see if like the glass shattering particle effect would show up, but it didn't. But yeah, here's Kendo's final moment. I will remember. Alright, and that's again Kendo being eaten. I can't believe that. I cannot believe it says Joni's arms. So here's an example where there are some things in the scene that like I don't know, like, I pay really close attention to this stuff and I notice it, but some of you may not realize how many objects are actually 3D. I'm sure you know where this is. This is in the alley leading to the RPD, where you go to get the handgun bullets from the van and then they break the gate open. I'm actually surprised that the gate is transparent. I just assumed that they would... Oh, wait, this is the in-game one. I did take some screenshots of one of the door loading screens because I wanted to see what that looked like. There we go. So this is from the loading screen, and there you go. There's the door, and check that out. It only has a doorknob on one side. Oh my god. The secrets that Capcom kept from us. Here's... Ooh. Okay, here we go. I guess I even forgot that the files are 3D models. So that's the file that's on Leon's desk. What's this? And there's a floating random torso that looks like Marvin's, but his torso is also right here. Wait, is it the same? Yep, that's Marvin's torso. I don't know why it's there. Oh, and look, he's defaulted to his zombie textures. Hold on, what's the material setup for this? Because I find that interesting. Why is he already a zombie? So all the models come in broken, like, see, nothing is attached. Ah, I see how they did this. But if you just go to Mesh, Clean Up, and Merge by Distance, now everything's attached. And we can unmask him, Scooby-Doo style. What? Oh, that's because the... Okay, I understand what happened. So, basically, there's two Marvin heads stacked on top of each other, and I think what happened is one of them is rendered and one of them is not, but they're still in existence. So, when it took the screenshot, it just captured both heads on... Is that making any sense? Okay, I guess some parts are attached. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but... Yeah, see? Healthy Marvin is underneath Zombie Marvin, but they're still, like, attached even though they're not supposed to be. So, some tomfoolery is going on there. But anyway, also just, like, look at the poly count. Like, what is the poly count? Let me see. Alright, let's see how many polygons just both these characters together are. 1,149 faces, which means each character is about like 500 and something faces, which for the PS1 was a lot. Like, I think because they had pre-rendered backgrounds, the characters could be much higher polygon quality than other games. You see that a lot in fighting games too. That's why, like, if you look at Tekken, a lot of the stages on the PS1 are just like flat nothingness. It's because all of the processing power is going to the characters. As I adjust my... Oh wait, I actually have my glasses here, so... I know stuff about computers, and I went to school for 3D graphics. Oh, I wanted to see what ink ribbons... Ooh, what's that? Wait, what is that? There's a mysterious floating thing. Let's investigate. Okay, there's a mysterious floating square. So this is the main hall of the RPD. Leon's facing the typewriter. There's nothing back here. That's weird. Whatever. Let's look at the ink ribbon. Okay, this is what I predicted. They're using the ink ribbon model from Resident Evil 1. Oh, and it has no bottom. Look, the ink ribbon has no butt. Oh, Capcom. How could you trick us all these years? I had no idea. By the way, the reason I'm doing Resident Evil 2 and not Resident Evil 1 is because in Resident Evil 1, you can actually look at all the items up close in the inventory, but in Resident Evil 2, when you examine stuff, it's just like a static image. So, like, I also tried doing this in the inventory screen, and it's just nothing. Alright, now here's that one thing I did want to show you guys, because I knew about this, but in case you didn't know, the only part of the inventory box that's 3D is the lid, because when you go to examine it, the lid goes up. So if you ever wanted to see it up close, there you go. I should probably do this in flat view, actually. Here we go. Here we got the diary. Let's see how detailed it is. Wow, it's literally just a box. But look at those textures. Wow. Ooh, can we read it? Bulldog. Margaret. Poopaloop. Can you guys guess what room this is? Wait, what room is this? Oh, this is the reception room. Oh, okay, perfect. Oh my god. So I don't know if you guys remember, but when I talked about the beta of Resident Evil 2, I talked about how this was unused. So this is the liquor hallway when you go to trigger the liquor to drop down or whatever. Originally, before the really cool FMV cutscene of them looking up and be like, oh my god, a head would fall down and your character would be like, what? And then the liquor would come down. So the head is still there, you just can't see it, which is funny. But that's why I took that screenshot, because I wanted to check. Also, I'm wondering if it's his head, because he's headless and the head's up there. And look, we can get a close-up look at the herb. Ooh, wow. Look at that low poly aesthetic. So you're never supposed to see any of this up close. It's so beautiful. And this light is the light for the shutter, where you use the cord. So, there you go. Alright, now here's the actual liquor after he's appeared. I was trying to get him to lick Leon, and it literally crashed as I took the screenshot of his tongue going through Leon, and I was like, no! And I tried and I could not get him to use his tongue, so, whatever, it's okay. You know, for a PS1 model, I mean, the liquors really, they're so good. Like, this is amazing quality. Like, you can see, like, the mouth is open, you know. I love it. Another loading screen, and again, doorknobs are only on one side. Now you have some exclusive Resident Evil knowledge that only the most hardcore people know. There's only doorknobs on one side of the doors. I don't know what screenshot this was for, but I don't see anything else. It's just Leon. Ooh, okay, it was Leon lighting the fireplace. I wanted to see if the models were already present. This is where the camera zooms in on the painting. I'm guessing this is an animated texture that like changes and then the jewel falls out, but check out that jewel. Oh, I see how they did this. Okay. So transparency and refraction are properties of things like jewels or glass or, you know, anything that's like transparent or translucent, and it's very hard to capture. So what they did here, if I can freaking get the camera to zoom, there's actually two models stacked on top of each other. Oh wait, actually, I don't know if any of you will care about this, but I am excited right now, so just let me do what I gotta do, okay? So here's how they made the little 3D model of the jewel. There's the outer jewel, which is transparent, but it has that texture applied to it. And then inside the jewel is just a solid dark red. And when they're overlapping and on top of each other, it gives that sort of illusion of like, you know, when you look through glass and it's thicker, so it gets darker, it's that kind of thing. I know this is not interesting to people, but I've always wanted to see these jewels close up, because when I'm trying to make my own 3D models, I'm like, how did Capcom do it in the PS1 days and I can't do it in Unreal Engine? But they kept it very simple. Can you guys guess what room this is? There's the statues up close. And there's the jewel being held by the statue, but since that's a pre-rendered statue holding the jewel, it's invisible. Oh, the statues have no bottoms. Man, they really had to save on polygons. Like, anywhere they could remove a polygon, they did it. Okay, so this is in the STARS office. I was shocked, but the only thing that showed up was Chris's diary. And I wanted to see if the unicorn medal appeared under it, but I don't think it did. Nope. So this is before Claire walks in. Oh, does it say anything? Okay, it's the same texture as the other file. If I remember correctly, this is supposed to be Leon handing Claire the diary, and it's just the diary floating with nothing else. So that's interesting. And whatever I just imported is nothing. Okay. I think that was from the inventory screen. Like, there's literally nothing. It doesn't even, like, register to the 3D program. Neither does that. These are also when it was crashing a lot, so... Okay, there we go. This is after Claire walked in. Okay, now I remember. It crashed. So there's the unicorn medallion. Also, has no bottom. Wow. This is so crazy. Like, I know that it's like a dumb little thing that like the models have no back. I don't know why I'm surprised, but it's like, I didn't know that. There's Claire. Looking all cool. This is so cool. Like, it's like getting to reach into the game and touch stuff that I'm not like familiar with. Ah, here we go. This is him handing her the diary. I mean, this is like a moment in Resident Evil right there. And we can get a closer look at his little radio. Which, of course, is in pieces. Why is everything broken? No, I'm not complaining. Like, to the person who made this possible, like, you're amazing for providing this for fans, because remember, this isn't just Resident Evil. Like, it works, as I showed you, in other games too. Alright, let's look at this radio. By the way, I still am like, why didn't Leon or Claire call for help on the radio? In Resident Evil 2 Remake also, it's like, you have a radio, try every channel, you don't know. But I guess the city was closed off, so there's not much they could do, but... Okay, it's just a radio. Oh, this is when you open the locker in the STARS room. I just wanted to see what the shotgun looked like up close. When a gun is in a character's hand in classic Resident Evil, at least in Resident Evil 2 and possibly 3, it's actually a swapped out model of their hand that is like, it's like the hand and the gun are attached as one thing. Oh, look! The shotgun doesn't have a back either. Wow. So if I turn back face calling on... Oh, you can't see it in this mode, but look at that. That's what you see. That's what you don't see. So it's literally just there as like a... Oh, look, a shotgun. You see what you need to see, and that is it. Alright, what room is this? Oh, you guys know what room this is, right? Yeah, so interestingly, the pools of blood are the same color as the shadow. I think there's programming that just makes the shadow change color instead of like creating something new or whatever. Like, it makes it turn a different color and get bigger. And that's like the blood pool. Cool. Let me look at her shoes. Do they actually say Converse? Oh, it's not even a star. I mean, not that anyone's going to see it that close. Fun fact for those of you who don't already know this, but this zombie in the Resident Evil community has been nicknamed Misty because she looks like Misty from Pokemon. I'm sure most of you already know that, but if you didn't, now you do. Okay, we got some items here. Ooh, okay, this is the one I was really excited about. Okay. Alright. So, if you remember when I did my video about the Resident Evil prototype and all the stuff that got left out, one thing I forgot to put in that video is that all the precinct keys were different. They were actually this ugly brown, like yellow color. All of them were that color, and they changed them to the colors that we know now, but they didn't change the in-game models. Look at that. It's not green, or whatever color the spade key is. Hold on, I want to look at the texture because... Here we go, so look at this. So you can see up here, this is the texture. I guess no one would ever, at least Capcom never thought anyone would do what I'm doing right now and like look at these tiny, I mean, look how small it is. It's not even a model, it's literally just like a flat like sticker of like the key or whatever. And that's where you go get it after it's fallen out of the statue. And this also shows that the key does not appear until after you activate the statue. Like, it literally is not in existence. Now, can you guys guess what room this is? Veteran Resident Evil fans will know exactly where this is. Not just because of the enemy placement, but because of the ceiling fan. This is the East office. And the fan is actually a 3D model that rotates, which is such a nice little touch. I wish more rooms had like just little things that were moving around like that. And what have we got here? That's an ink ribbon. And I don't see any other items. But we do have half a zombie walking towards us. Alright, and this is the... I remember it crashed when I was trying to do this the first time too. But this is the stepladder room, the evidence room or whatever. There's the crank. It's literally just like a plane. There's stepladder Chan with a baked in shadow. Beautiful. Iconic. Wow, I'm actually surprised that this part is modeled out. They didn't have to do that. This is in the library when Leon falls through the wood. I tried to catch him in midair, but I guess I missed the timing. So I got him like right as he landed, but you can still see the planks of wood falling. And this is the little cover for the puzzle that goes up. Oh, and the plug is there. I took 2 screenshots because I wasn't sure if the plug appeared before you like finish the puzzle or not. Wow, it's so cute. Look at Leon's little butt plug. Aww. Oh, I wanted to see the small key. And it is indeed a small key. This is in the waiting room. And again, there's that same file notebook thing and an ink ribbon. Oh, this is the crow hallway. I think I have a better one where they were actually like biting him. And again, what are these like random... Oh, that's what? I was gonna say this is the bird's shadow, but wait, did they program it so that if the bird is closer to the ground, the shadow gets bigger? Because look at that. There's a shadow underneath and it's small, and then there's a shadow underneath and it's big. Let's get a close-up look at the crows so we can appreciate them. Oh man, do you guys ever remember that render, that promotional image of the crow, like with like a, I think it was like a arm in its mouth, or it was like eating something with maggots? I don't remember, but I just remember I was like, that's gross. Ew, I want to play this game. They're just happy little crows with feet. Look at that. Their feet are actually modeled out. I'm impressed, Capcom. Yeah, so this is when the crow is attacking Leon. Again, I thought the blood might appear, but I was wrong. Also, I was trying to see if when they fire the handgun bullet and you see the little bullet casing fly, those don't show up either. Oh, I had to get the valve handle. I don't remember if this is after the water main breaks, but we can at least get a close-up of the valve handle. Because you guys know I love the valve handle. Just like, I'm still so proud of like making that. You have no idea. Or maybe you do. But the reason I took that screenshot, let me see if this one has it. Yeah, so I wanted to see if the water coming off of the helicopter and all that would show up, but nope. Those are all magical effects that apparently don't count as 3D models. This is in the art room after using the 2 jewels, and the statue's boobs open up. And look at that, there's another plug. Alright. Ah, okay. I figured this was the case. So, let me give you a hint before I tell you what room this is. I think you guys know, but there's some cables, there's a first aid spray, and there's 2 Leons. And there's also a shadow behind him, which is kind of scary because that is the shadow of a liquor. And in case you don't know what room this is the interrogation room where the liquor breaks through the mirror. But the way that they did reflections back then, it was very common to just have a mirrored room and then your character is like, there's 2 of them walking together. That's how they did the Silent Hill 3 mirror thing. What's interesting though is Leon is actually flipped. His hair is on the other side, RPD is backwards, so they actually flipped his model, which is crazy. It's like that Spider-Man meme. This is Marvin after he... Actually, this might be right before he zombifies. But the main reason I did this was actually because I wanted to look at the heart key. Because same as the spade key, look at that, it's totally different. It's brown. And even the key part itself is not even silver. Ew! I never noticed Marvin's arm. It's like, ugh. It's like trypophobia or whatever. I hate it. I hate it so much. I wish I had not seen that because I'll never be able to unsee that now. Great. I have the trypophobia or whatever it's called, like the weird thing with holes. It makes me like feel, I don't know, itchy tasty. Alright, I wanted to see the doggos. I'm telling you guys, if you want to make video games in 3D, start with PS1 graphics. It's so easy and forgiving, and no one is going to like sit there and like critically analyze like the characters or whatever because it's PS1 graphics, like, you know. One thing I did want to say that's interesting is I think there's an unused texture, unless there's different versions of the dog, because I was looking at the textures of the dogs, and there's like a texture for normal, and there's a texture with like the face ripped off, and I don't know. I don't remember seeing a dog in Resident Evil 2 that had no face on it, so if I'm mistaken, let me know, but as far as I could find, there's only like the regular dogs. What room is this? Oh, so check this out. I was doing the puzzle in the power room in the basement, and I was like, I wonder if these are 3D models. They are. The puzzle in the basement, the switches are actual 3D models that you move up and down. Even the little needle. And look, we even got a map that's like rolled up in the corner. Man, you're really not supposed to see any of this up close. I feel like like I'm gonna get in trouble. Alright, this is the parking garage where you meet with Ada. And this is interesting. Once again, there's only one side. Look at that. Look, there's not even a front to the car. It's literally just, wow. Well, at least there's a tire. For PS1 standards, this is a very high polygon tire, by the way. Like, this is really high poly for a tire, but I guess that's all. They just needed one, and that's it. Also, fun fact, if you didn't notice, emergency is spelled wrong. There's an extra E, and instead of dial 911, it says Dale 911. So, oh my god, there's 3. Who is in charge of this? Raccoon has 3 C's. I never noticed that. I always thought this was an O, but look at that. Raccoon, no, Raccoon, Police Department, Emergency, Dale 911. Let's take a look at Ada for a second. Hey, girl. So, in my head, I don't know if you guys remember, I'm going to show a picture of it on screen, but in the 90s, there was this brief period in time that for some reason I remember this, where all the women in my life, like the adult women, were wearing these weird leggings that had like this leg strap. And for years, in my mind, when I thought of Ada, I saw them, and then I found out like she's just wearing leggings. Like, they're not the ones with the hooks. Do you know what I'm talking about? If any of you grew up in the 90s, you might remember those. Here's Ben. I actually wanted to see the crowbar more than anything else because the crowbar always seemed like just a weird looking 3D model, but it looks like it's actually a crowbar the way it looks on the inventory screen. Wow, who knew? And yeah, the door is a 3D model because anything that needs to move, they modeled out. I'm sure you've understood that by now, but yeah. There's Ben. Wow, Ben's tall. Look at how much taller he is than them. Like, literally, look at... He's like, hold on, let's put him side by side with Leon and Ada. I mean, he's literally a whole head taller than Leon. So, I don't think I ever noticed that. Big Ben. That's what we're going to call him now. This is just another screenshot from the cutscene. This is when he's like, get out of here before you lead it right to me. And I just felt like that was an iconic moment to capture. Oh, and then this is Leon using the manhole opener. And this is the door to the dog kennel, which I'm surprised it threw in there. So the reason it's capturing random models in the vicinity is it's anything that is currently being rendered. So even if it's like 1 pixel on the side of the screen, it counts as being rendered as an object, and it's captured by the screenshotting software. All right. So I want to see if I was right about the hand changing. I'm sure modders who have worked on classic Resident Evil already know this, but I've never been able to like see it in person for myself. So, ooh, this is really bad topology, Capcom. What are you doing? Okay, so it's sort of half right. You see here the gun is only part of the gun, and it's attached to his fingers. But you'll see that his hand is a different shape with the knife versus his other hand, which is not holding anything. So it's like the idle, just resting hand pose. So I was partially right. So the hand model does change, but the weapon isn't necessarily attached. It might still be. I don't know how programming stuff happened back then. It's all very mysterious, but I am learning so much right now. So many questions I've had for years as a 3D artist are being answered with this video. I hope I can show this on YouTube. Wow, Chief Irons is literally split open. They actually modeled all that out. Ooh. Yeah, so check this out. Like, this is just a texture. There's not actually a handle. It's a nice little bit of trickery right there. I can't read that, but I'm sure that that's legible in-game. Oh yeah, I wanted to see the spider up close, and there is actually a little plane for the water that you wade through. I miss the spiders. They kind of just got like pushed aside in the Resident Evil universe, but I've always liked them. I don't usually kill them, they're just kind of hanging out, you know? As long as they don't poison me, we're good. What is going on here? Okay, we have our first weirdness. This is the moment that the alligator leaps out of the water. So we got the dumping door that goes up, which is actually just a flat plane. There's not a door there. And what is going on with this? So I guess some particles are actually rendered out as 3D models. Wow, this alligator is really well modeled. I guess because he's gigantic and you see him up close, he had to be. Is his tongue... Okay, I was like, is his tongue a separate object? But no, it's not. Wow. I'm genuinely impressed with this alligator model. It's like really, really good. Alright, and this is him. I just wanted to see what the canister said up close. I never realized it said umbrella on it. And underneath, you can clearly see it says... Alright, this is... Wow, the eagle medal. You know, it always bugs me that they call this an eagle medal, because that's not what eagles look like. Like, the wolf medal... Well, even the wolf medal looks more like a werewolf or like some sort of mythical creature, but this does not look like an eagle. This looks like a phoenix or something. But maybe it's based on some sort of mythological version of an eagle. I don't know. There's the research the research memo? Researcher's memo? Whatever. Oh, this is in the tram. I just wanted to see like what was going on with his hand on the other side, but it's just William's hand. He's like, pimp smack, and Ada's like, ow, and Leon's like, oh my god, what the... This is a great little screenshot. I love this. And this is in the second scenario, Leon carrying Sherry, and I was too late to have him carrying her, and he had already put her down, but there you go, there's Sherry looking all sad because she's like, where's Claire? You guys know how much I love this cutscene, and I'm so happy that the pipes they're there ready to attack. They're like, just say the word and we'll drop. There's the G-Virus. I did a pretty good job. For those of you who don't know, I did a Resident Evil themed coin pusher game that still isn't completely done, but you can play it for free on itch.io. It was really hard to catch it at the right time because the pipes just clock her so fast. Just like, whoop, bam! Like, I caught it so early that her blood textures haven't even appeared yet. And now, this is the dramatic fall of Ada. Yeah, if you didn't know, the fuse thing is 3D, but you see it move, so I'm sure you guys knew that. Ooh, what's over here? What's this? Oh my god, it's Ada's gun and the G-Virus! So, one thing that a lot of games do is when things need to be used in a cutscene, they'll kind of just be somewhere where the player can't access, just kind of off screen or through a wall or something, and then they'll zap to where they're supposed to be for the cutscene, and then if they're not used anymore, they'll disappear again. So that's what's happening right now, is they're somewhere off in the void. Because if you remember, after the cutscene, you find Ada's gun, and also Leon throws the G-Virus. So there you go. Oh, whoa! And look, there's a net up in the air, which is exactly what I was just talking about. This is kind of scary. She's like the angel of death. It's so dramatic. It's like an anime. She's like, Leon, I'll never forget you. And he's like, shut the hell up. And then she's like, I will kill all of you. Sephiroth. Now, I wanted to catch the moment where he lets go of Ada's hand and she falls, because that's like, oh my god. Such an emotional, impactful, dramatic moment. And there it is. Man, look how far Ada has already fallen. Oh my god, her feet! Oh no, she broke her legs on the way down, you guys. She's like, Leon, fuck. Ouch. Oh my god, and her nose came off. She broke her feet and her nose fell off. Why did that happen to her nose? That's so random. Oh, and the moth room, because I was like, I want to see the moth, and I want to see the maggots up close, like the larva or whatever. Alright, just like the alligator, this moth is incredibly modeled. This is awesome. I love it. Ew! Oh my god, I'm gonna send this to Lisa J. Oh my god, I'm gonna send this to Lisa J. She's gonna like be like, ugh. He's a big angry butthole now.
And the music!
By the way, she says hello. She's doing okay. She misses you guys. I think that's it. I took a couple with Claire too, but honestly, like, there's not really anything to see that we haven't already seen. Again, dogs with completely intact faces. Oh, there's the blue herb station. Whoa. Yeah, I fired a grenade, and this is what happened, so it was a super grenade. But there you go, you guys. I still cannot believe that the handgun bullets say Joni's arms. Like, what the hell? But what'd you guys think of all this? Was this interesting? Because I feel like such a nerd right now, but I also feel very vindicated, and like I just learned so much about Resident Evil from a technical level. I would love to do this for Resident Evil 3 if you guys want to see more. I was going to do it for this video, but the crashing was frustrating, and also this video is already way too long. But let me know what you guys think. What was your favorite or most surprising thing? Because I don't know. Like, part of me is worried that you guys already knew all this, and part of me is like, maybe they had no idea. So I don't know what your reaction is, but I'm going to end this here. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting the channel as always. And please pet your pets and drink water, and I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, I'm Kai Morgan, and as always, thanks for watching Ink Ribbon.
Music. I can't live without music. I'm dancing and I'm singing to the music. My heart beats to the music. Music. Music is the thing that makes my brain spin round and round.